Welcome to this bodyweight flow workout. Today we're going to be doing this like a two-part class. So the first part we're going to be moving and building a lot of strength through repetitions. And the second half of the class we're going to try to incorporate a few more twists, move a bit more fluid, and we're going to try to then incorporate some arm balances just for a little bit of fun and a challenge for you. So obviously completely optional, but thanks for joining me at A Moment to Move. And when you're ready, meet me in a hands and knees position. So we're going to start with a little warm-up and then we're going to get into our flow. So we're just going to start by loosening up our spine with a few cat-cow positions. So start in your tabletop position, shoulders stacked over the hands, hips stacked over the knees, and on your inhale you're going to sink the belly down, pull the shoulder blades onto your back, gaze up to the ceiling, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and on your exhale push into the ground, start doming the upper back, and then squeeze the glutes and tuck that tailbone under, protracting your shoulders. And then you come back down into your cow pose. Inhale up, exhale down. You can start adding a few barrel rolls as well if you choose. We're just going to start to organically move the spine in all directions, just opening up the back line and the front line of our body. And when you're ready, come back to neutral, push up into the hips, walk the hands slightly forward, and you're going to come into a downward facing dog. You're going to start walking the hands back towards your feet, taking a gentle forward fold, and then you're going to walk the hands forward. You can start turning them out and turning them in, so we're stretching out the wrists at the same time. Start squeezing the glutes, contracting the midline, coming into our plank pose, and then we're just going to walk them back. So you're going to take a few of these down dog to plank walkouts, just so we're opening up the front line and the back line of the body, and stretching into our wrists at the same time. Have a gentle pause in your plank pose, and then tuck that chin to the chest in your forward fold. As I said, start spinning the hands in all sorts of directions, whatever feels comfortable, mainly putting pressure between the index finger and the thumb, just so we're stretching out the hands as well. Walking forward, coming into our plank, gentle hold, and start walking the hips back to our forward fold. And last one. So we're already utilizing some strength with these walkouts. You want to keep pushing into the hands, so you don't want to collapse into the shoulders. And then we're going to walk back into our forward fold. And then from there, you can just take a little shake out, stay in the forward fold. You can bend into the knees if you choose, pedal out the legs, give the wrists a little bit of a shake out, and then we're going to walk out the hands and meet in our downward facing dog. So you may want to stretch into your side body here, so you can bend your right knee and then spin the feet, so the left foot spins around and the right heel comes around as well, and you're stretching into the left side body. You've got to bend in the right knee straight through the left leg. We're just stretching out the left side of the body, and then spin back to neutral and pivot to the other side. Inside of the right foot, outside of the left, bend in the right knee, and just stretching out the right side body. Come back to downward facing dog, take a brief pause, keep pushing into the ground, spin the eyes of the elbow forward, exhale side out, and when you're ready, raise that right leg up and back, and then you're going to slowly come forward, bring that knee into the chest, As you come forward, you're going to bring the shoulders over the hands. You want to keep your knee tracking low but off the ground. So it's going to come to your right wrist, push into the ground, so you're not collapsing into the shoulders. Hovering it, and on your inhale, you're going to bring it up to the tricep and lower down to the hand. Bring it up to the tricep. So we're working into our core here, working into our shoulders. That's 3, come right up onto them tiptoes of the back leg. 4, make sure the shoulders aren't collapsing. And 5, up nice and high. Hold briefly, flex the foot, and then step it to the outside of the right hand. So you're coming into a lizard lunge. Now you have an option to bring that back knee down if you choose to. You can stay up onto the hands and bring that back knee up. And you can just spin from side to side, and we're just going to open up our hip. So you want to have your knee tracking the same way as your toes. Flex the toes on that right foot. Again, you can just rock forward and back. You can take a few little pulses. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you can come down onto your elbows. We're just opening up that right hip, and still take a few movements in whatever position you're in. And then from there, we're going to pivot to the inside edge of the left foot, and then you're going to heel toe the right foot inside your hands. So you now got hands on either side of your right foot, and then you're going to slowly come up, just hover, and you can bring your elbow on top of your right knee. Make sure your knee's tracking over the big toe and the toe next to it. You don't want the knee collapsing in. And then you can extend the left arm up overhead for extended side angle. Now, you want to still be pushing in if you've got your knee on top of if you've got your elbow on top of your knee. You can bring your right hand inside the right leg and then contract it by pulling the right knee to your elbow, elbow to your knee. You can do the same on the outside, extending over. If you want to challenge your core a little bit more, you can bring your right hand off as well. Still making sure the knee tracks, so you want both hands are now overhead. You're going to spin your chest open and gaze underneath your left armpit. You can sink a little bit lower and get into that hip. Push into the outer edge of the left foot. And on your exhale, place both hands down on either side of the right leg. And then from there, we're going to shoot that right leg back, staying nice and high. So the right leg is now off the ground, left leg down. And we're slowly going to lower the chest all the way to the ground. Place, untuck the toes. And then from there, you're going to extend your hands and place them on top of the back of your head. Place your elbows down, forehead to the ground. And then from there, you want to pull the shoulder blades onto the back, lifting the elbows up. And then lift your chest up. There's 1, 2, squeeze the glutes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. From there, place your hands down either side of the chest. Extend one leg away, so come back onto the left tiptoes, and you're going to push up into your high plank. Bring that knee into the chest and step it through the hands. From there, you're going to slowly come up into your crescent lunge, and then from your crescent lunge, you're going to lower that back knee down nice and slowly. 3, 2, 1. Just as it touched the floor, you're going to come back up, squeezing the thighs together into the crescent lunge, and then you're going to drop that back knee down again. 3, 2, 1. As it touches, pop back up just halfway. 3, 2, 1. Pop back up. It's 3. Pop back up. 4, and lower down. Squeezing those thighs together, engaging that back glute, and pop back up halfway. Shift the torso over the front thigh, extend the arms away from you, and then you're going to step the left foot to meet your right. Bring the arms up overhead for your chair pose. Now, from your chair, you have the option to stay right here and sink a little bit lower, or you can come up onto your tiptoes and then just lower down. So we're doing some calf raises in chair pose. It's 2, 3, 4, just to get the thighs activated. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Lower the hips down to the ankles, or as best you can. Now you can place the hands behind you and sit down, or you can try to move the sit down onto your bum. And then from there we're going to roll onto our backs, extending the feet away from you. You can bring your arms up overhead for a hollow body hold, and we're just going to hang out here. So if your legs are up here, as long as your lower back is on the ground, that's all we're asking for. You want to bring that navel to the spine, and wherever you start to keep good form, that's where you want to be. And over time you're going to come down, and you might be able to get just so you're an inch off the ground in both positions. But if you start feeling like your back is peeling off, that lower part here is not tucked, bring the legs up a little bit more, and that's where you're at. And then from there you can bring the knees into the chest, gently roll up, place your feet down, pop yourself in to that low squat. And while we're in low squat, we'll take a few squats. So we're going to push up, squeezing the glutes at the top, and we're just going to lower back down for a few body weight squats. Here's 2, 3, 4, lower down, 5. From there we're going to take a forward fold, place the hands down onto the ground. We're going to raise that left leg up for a warrior 3 prep with the hands down. Bend into that front knee, and we're going to place the right foot down behind us. We're then going to come up and then pivot the feet around. So we're now in this wide-legged position. From there we're going to take a forward fold. I want to shift back so you've got a little bit more room, toes pointing slightly in, heels slightly out. And we're going to create a solid connection to the ground with our right hand. And from there we're going to start shifting the weight over to the left hand side, so the toes on the right foot become a little bit loose and off the ground. You're going to extend that left arm away from you. Now make sure that left foot's pushing into the ground, and you're going to bring that right knee up into the right tricep. And then from there we're going to pivot so the toes of the left foot are now facing away from you. You're going to keep that knee up high into the chest, and you're going to extend that right foot away, pushing into the ground still so the shoulder is not collapsing. Extend the left arm away, and then from there we're going to counteract that, so bring the knee back into the chest, pivot so now your left foot is facing the way it was originally, and your right knee is tapped into that right tricep. And you're bringing that navel to the spine, and we'll go for 2. Extend the right arm away, and the right foot away, and then bring that right knee into the chest, pivot onto that left foot, into the tricep. There's 3. Extend away, keep pushing in, don't collapse into that shoulder, pivot the foot around. There's 4. The last one. I know these are challenging, but they're fun and they're good for you. So we're going to bring that up into the tricep, and then we're going to step that back into that wide-legged position. You can take a brief forward fold if you want, maybe shake out the right hand. And from there we're going to come up halfway, pivot the toes now of the right foot to face forward, push into that back leg, and we're going to rise up. We're in our warrior 2, and we're going to rise up to a standing position. We're going to pivot the back toes around, so we're now straight leg on both legs facing forward, and we're going to place our right hands down either side of the right foot, push into the ground, bring that knee up into the chest, extend it away. And again, we're slowly going to lower down, this time only halfway. Go onto the tops of your feet, and then we're going to push up into our upward facing dog, squeezing our glutes. We're going to shift forward into our low plank and inhale back up into upward facing dog. Shift forward, push up, there's 3, shift forward, squeezing our glutes, bringing that navel to the spine, there's 4. We're really working on our triceps here. 5, shoulders down the back, shift forward, inhale up, there's 6, last one, shift forward, push up, there's 7, and then from there we're going to tuck our chin to the chest, push the hips up to the sky, roll over the toes, and meet back in a downward facing dog. And there it was, side 1 complete. So the good thing for you is we've got to do side 2 now. So when you're ready, you're going to brace that left leg up to the sky on your inhale, and then again we're going to shift forward, keeping that knee low, but you're still going to be pushing into the ground as you come up onto the toes of the back foot, shoulders over the hands, and then that left knee to the left wrist. Bring that navel to the spine, and you're going to come up high onto them left toes, the right toes, and then that left knee to the tricep, back down to the wrist. That's 2, lowering back down, 3, lowering back down to the wrist, 4, up nice and high, lowering down to the wrist, and up into that tricep. And flex the toes on the back foot, and then step it outside your left hand, coming into that lizard lunge. So you have the same options as you did on the first side. You can spin open the hips, you can place that back knee down, you can come up onto the toes, you can take one hand off, you can come down onto your elbows. This is a bit of free time, so the options are yours, whatever you feel you need to open up that left hip. I like to shift forward and back and take a few pulses in that back leg. Make sure the toes are flexed and the knees tracking roughly the same way as the toes. Spend your time opening up that hip and feeling comfortable. And then from there you can start to heel toe the left foot in between the hands, spin to the ball of the back foot, so you're now, the heel of your left foot is in line roughly with the heel of the back foot, or the inner arch. Push down to the outer edge of the left foot, and you're going to slowly come up so you've got your elbow on top of your left thigh. And then from there you want to open up that right hip but tuck that left one underneath, and we're coming into our extended side angle pose, so you can extend that right arm up overhead. You can keep the knee on the, you can keep the elbow on the knee. I did that on the first side as well. So keep the elbow on your knee, but make sure you're pushing in and not collapsing. Then you can bring the left hand inside the left foot. Keep that arm extended on the outside of your foot, if you'd like. And again, you want to push that left knee into the left arm, extending overhead. Or if you want to work that side core a little deeper, you can bring your left hand up once again, and we're now working into that adductor groin area on the left hand side as well. You want to make sure that knee's tracking over the toes, extending away, bringing that navel to the spine and spinning the chest up and underneath. And on your inhale, place the left hand, right hand, either side of the foot. Bring that knee up into the chest and extend it back for a one-legged plank. And then from there, you're going to shift forward and slowly lower down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Onto your bellies. From there, you're going to extend the arms up overhead this time. You can place the forehead down. You want to create a little bit of a hollow body position, so you're squeezing your glutes, tucking the tailbone under, and bringing that navel to the spine. You're going to extend the arms up overhead, thumbs facing the ceiling, and then from there, raise the arms up, pull them down as if you're on an imaginary chin-up bar, and extend them behind you, lifting up that chest, and then back to the chin-up bar, and extend away. Pull the arms back, extend away, squeeze in your glutes, pull them back round, extend away. There's 2, 3, halfway, chin, extend, back to center, chin up bar, extend, there's 5, back away, 6, back away, and 7, really pull them shoulder blades onto the back, extend away, and 8, back onto the chin-up bar, extend away, and then just bring them round, place them underneath the shoulders. I'm going to give your shoulders a gentle shrug. Take the left foot off the mat, tuck the right toes, bring the elbows into the side body, and push yourself up into high plank. Bring that knee into the chest, and step it between your hands. From there, you're going to slowly rise up into a crescent lunge position. Double bent leg is preferable. Squeeze the thighs together, and we're going to slowly lower that right knee down to the ground. And as it touches, slowly bring it back up. There's 1. There's 2, back up. Lower down. 3, 2, 1. Back up. 3, 3, 2, 1. Back up. Squeezing the thighs together. Last one. 3, 2, 1. Back up. Place the torso over the left foot. Extend the arms away. Start shifting the weight forward. And then you're going to step the right foot to meet the left. Extend the arms up overhead for your chair pose. Sit the hips as low as you need to. And again, we can come up onto the tiptoes and lower back down. There's 1, 2, or you can just hold chair. It's still good at burning the thighs. 4, 5. Try to do it as smooth as you can. I'm a little jerky at the moment. Just try to smooth it out. 6, 7. Last one. Nice and tall. 8. And again, we're just going to lower down onto our bums. You might want to open up the knees a little bit wider as you sit back, or you could just place your hands down and roll onto the back. From this position, you're going to extend the left leg away, bring the right knee so it's stacked over the hip sort of area, and then you're going to place the hands on the back of the head, and you're going to bring your left elbow up and your chest up, and then place that on the outside of the right knee, and then switch the legs. So we're going for some bicycle crunches here. There's 1. Nice and slow. Make sure that lower back's pushing into the ground. And you want to bring your chest up. It's 3. 4. 5. Nice and controlled. 6. 7. 9. And 10. From there, you can bring the knees into the chest, gently rock forward and back. Place the knees down. Roll forward into that squat position. As low as you can, chest nice and broad. You may want to bring the backs of the elbows onto the knees, and then from there we're just going to push yourself up, engaging the glutes at the top for 5 bodyweight squats, just so we're really getting into the legs. 2, 3, 4, and we're opening up our hips at the same time. 5. From there, we're going to take that forward fold once again, and this time we're going to place the hands underneath the shoulders and extend our right leg back, and then bend into that front knee, and then place that right foot back as far as you can, and we're going to turn and pivot, so we're now in a wide-legged position. I'm going to spin around so I can face you. I just got to remember where I was. And then from this position, we're going to take that forward fold, place that left hand underneath the left shoulder, scoot back on your mat if you choose, and you should remember these from the first round. This time we're going to do it the other way, so make sure there's a nice good connection with the right foot and the left hand. You're going to extend your right arm out away from you, and then from there you're going to push into that left hand, get lighter on the left toes, and then bring that left knee up into that left tricep. Pivot on the toes of the right foot, bring that knee up into the chest and extend it away. Again, you don't want to collapse into that shoulder, so we're extending away in this position, and then from there, knee up into the chest, pivot onto the outside edge of the right foot, left knee, left tricep. That's 2, extend away. Here's 3, pushing into the ground. Try to make that connection with the tricep. Bring that navel to the spine. It's 3. Arm extending away. Pivot onto the toes. Left leg away. Last one. Knee up into that tricep. Extend away. They really get you moving, those ones. And then extend the left leg back into that wide-legged position. I'm going to turn around now so I don't forget. And then we're going to pivot the left toes to face forward, and then we're going to rise up into our warrior 2 position. We're going to pivot onto the toes of the back foot and straighten the left leg. So both legs are now straight, and then from there we're going to fold over, create the ground connection with the left and both hands, bring that knee up into the chest, extend it away and lower down. And then when you come down from that one-legged low plank, untuck the toes, squeeze the glutes and push up into your upward facing dog. So there's 1, forward, down and forward, low plank. 2, extend forward. 3, and once again, we're working into those triceps. 4, up and back, shoulder blades onto the back. Shift forward, push up. 5, shift forward, push up. 6, 7, pushing up, extend through the torso, squeezing your glutes, tuck that chin to the chest and roll back into your downward facing dog. So here we come into the second part of the class. So here in this downward facing dog, we are simply going to lower the elbows down, coming into our dolphin pose. To open up them shoulders, we're going to look forward and we're going to bring that nose to the thumbs and then push it back into your dolphin. Then from there you gaze even further forward, you keep your body nice and low, keep the elbows bent, pull them into the side body, and you're going to shift forward into your low plank. You're going to take one foot off and then push up into your high plank. From from there, you're going to roll to the outer edge of your right foot. Now you can place the left foot on top. You can keep it hovering if you choose. And we're just going to take a nice side plank here. So you're going to push into that side body. We're going to really start working that area. Lift that leg a little bit higher if you choose. And then from there, you're going to bring that knee into the chest and slowly spin forward, pushing into the ground. And you're going to step that left foot up to the top of the mat. You're going to take a double bent leg lunge, rise up nice and slow, reaching the arms up overhead. You're going to spin the palms so they're facing forward, and then you're going to pull the hands down and into your side body as if you were on a chin-up bar, nice and slow. So you're pulling that shoulder blades onto the back, and then you're now in a cactus position. And then from here, we are simply going to turn. Now you won't be getting very far. You want to keep squeezing those thighs together. Come as far as you can. Bring that navel to the spine. So we're now twisting in, and we're using our core to take this twist rather than give ourselves some leverage. So keep pulling the shoulder blades onto the back. Take that twist. From there, you're going to straighten out through the back leg. Bring the palms together, and then you're going to hook that right elbow outside the left knee. And now you can use the leverage, pull the navel into the spine, and you might be able to twist a little bit deeper, opening up through your chest. Keep pushing into the ground with the feet, squeezing the thighs together. And from there, you're going to gaze forward, spin forward, and rise up into your warrior three. Arms can be where you choose them to be. So out wide or whatever you need for balance. Just a nice little balance challenge to add on. Extend through the back toes. Let the head come nice and long. And then from there, extend the arms out nice and wide. And we're simply going to place the right hand down to the ground and then spin the left arm up to the sky for reverse half moon. And once again, we're opening up the chest and twisting into our bodies. Keep your balance. Focus where it needs to be, pointing through the toes, and bring that navel to the spine. And you should really feel that core engage and start working. And you might feel a deep stretch in the outer left glute. And then from there, you can bend that top knee and bring it up into the tricep, nice and high. Again, contracting the side body, and then place the foot down alongside the other one. Place both hands down to the ground. Inhale, lengthen for halfway lift. Exhale, take a fold. Inhale, place the hands down, and then just jump back or step back to downward facing dog. And we'll do that on the other side. So we're going to lower the elbows down, coming into our dolphin. Gaze forward, bring the nose to the thumbs and push them back. Again, we're going to go even further forward this time, keeping the elbows nice and low, body nice and low. Shift forward into your low plank, and this time raise the right leg up and push up into a one-legged plank. And we're going to spin to the outer edge of the left foot, coming into side plank to engage the core. Again, your right leg could be hovering, stacked in front, or that left knee could be down. Whatever side plank variation works for you. Make sure the hips are being pushed up to the sky. And you're going to bring that right knee into the right tricep, and then spin and place that right foot alongside the left hand. Squeeze the thighs together and rise up into your crescent lunge. Double bent leg version. Once again, squeezing those thighs together, and again we're going to grab on that imaginary pull-up bar, engaging the back muscles, pull it onto the back, open up the palms, squeeze the thighs together, and again we're going to twist from the core to make an opposite direction. So we're going to come across the right leg and twist our body out. Now keep bringing that navel to the spine. I know I keep mentioning it, but it is imperative. And then keep twisting to the best of your ability. And again, you're not going to get very far, but that's okay. That's just what we're working with at the moment. There's time for leveraging now. So place the hands together, shift forward, straighten through that back leg, and open up into your crescent lunge twist. And you can torque just a little bit with the connection. See if you can spin the chest a little bit further. You want to make sure the knee is pushing into the arm and the arm's pushing into the knee, not just one way. Squeezing those thighs together, opening up through that twist. And then from there, we're going to gaze forward, shift forward, coming into our warrior three. Nice and long. And I'm going to extend the arms out nice and wide. And then this time we're going to place the left hand down to the ground, open up through the right arm, stretching through that right glute, and then opening up the chest to the side for reverse half moon. It's a great pose to twist into. It really works into the side muscles. You can gaze up to the sky if you want to challenge the balance a little bit more. And then from there we're going to bend that top knee, bring it up into the left tricep, and then place it down next to the right foot. You're going to take it forward fold, inhale to lengthen, and this time we're going to lower down into a squat. So I'm going to turn to face you, just so you sort of see what I'm saying. So here's your opportunity. So we've worked into our side body, we've created a nice little flow, and here's your opportunity to get into some arm balances. So obviously from your squat, we have our crow pose, which is perfectly fine. So if you know how to do crow and would like to do crow, you can do that. And you just bring the elbows up into the triceps or the back of the biceps or the outer arms, and then you can bend the arms, just shift forward, take one leg off, then the other, coming into your crow pose. But as we've worked into our side body, I'd like to try to give you the opportunity to get into side crow and maybe progress that a little bit more. So what we're going to do, we're going to place our hands down in front of us. We're going to bring the knees in between the arms, and then we're going to scoot the knees out to a 45-degree angle. So now your right knee is outside the left arm. So you still want to squeeze that left arm in, but you want to squeeze that right knee towards that left arm. And then you're going to shift forward, making chaturanga low plank arms, and then you might be able to take that left foot off, and then you might be able to take that right foot off, coming into your side crow. Keep pushing into the ground, and if you're very comfortable there, you could then extend the right leg away and the left leg for Ekapada Kundanyasana. Bring them back and place them down. So there's your options for now. You got your crow pose, your side crow on one side. But like always, because we've done one side, I am going to spin it around and do the other way, and we'll go into it exactly the same way as we did the last one. So you're going to come into your squat position, you're going to place the hands either side of your knees, and then you're going to just shift your feet and your knees out 45 degrees to the right hand side or left hand side, whichever way on the mat you are. But this time the left knee should be outside the right. If you're in crow, keep playing, and if you want to try side crow on the right hand side, this is your opportunity. You're going to come up high onto the toes, you're going to bend your arms, shift forward, you can take right leg off, left leg off, bend the arms as if you're in chaturanga, and then if you're comfortable there, you can extend back for Ekapada Kundanyasana, place them back, shift back, and there we have it. Give yourself a little bit of a shakeout. Always nice to explore and have a little bit of fun on your hands. So there was your opportunity, and we'll get down to the cool down now. So we'll roll back just a little bit onto our backs, and from here we're going to just do some glute bridges. So bring the feet just slightly wider than the hips, tuck your tailbone under, and then you can push into the feet, bring the hips up to the sky, squeeze in the glutes, and you can stay in here and start lowering down. Or if you'd like, you can take the right leg up to the sky, keep squeezing in, push that left leg into the ground, and we'll take dips just one side. So 1, keep pulling that left foot towards the glute. 2, 3, and make sure those glutes are engaged. 4, 5. You're going to lower down, push back up, place both feet alongside, and then raise your right leg up, left leg up to the sky, squeezing your glutes, pulling that foot towards your hands so you're contracting the back of that hamstring. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Place the left foot to meet the right, hold the bridge pose, and lower back down. From there you can grab the knees and rock forward and back. And I'm just going to extend my right leg out, keep the left leg tucked, and then you're going to bring the left leg to the outside of your right, and you want to sort of stack the knees on top of each other. So wherever you need to be. If you're like this, you can also place it inside the thigh if that's uncomfortable for you. This is half cow face, so from here we're just going to extend through our torso and then fold over the legs. Wherever you need to be, flex the toes on the right foot, and you can grab the outside edge of your left foot with your right foot with your left hand, and you can take a little bit of a twist here, gazing over your right shoulder. Tucking that chin to the chest to maybe feel a little bit more. And we'll come back, extend your left leg out and bring your right leg into the chest, and then just bring it over the left knee. And then when you're ready, extend through the torso and fold over. Again, you can grab the outside edge of your left foot with your right hand and maybe twist your body a little bit open to the left side. Tuck that chin to the chest. And then bring the right foot alongside the left. And place your hands behind you, and we're just going to take a reverse tabletop. So set yourself up in whatever hand position feels most comfortable for your shoulders. I'm going to have my hands facing forward, and I'm going to push into the ground and rise up into reverse tabletop. Pulling the shoulders onto the back, squeezing the glutes, and lower back down. And rise up. That's 2. Just getting the last bit of back work in and a little bit of stretching at the same time. 3. And then you can just start rocking forward and back a little bit more, keeping those glutes engaged. Head position can be back if you want to face back. And then you can shift forward, place the feet down towards, the bum down towards the feet, and you can take a little bit more of a stretch into them shoulders by bending your elbows, open it up through the chest. We did utilize the shoulders today, so it's nice to get a good stretch into those. And then from there, spin long ways on your mat. Open your legs out as wide as you can. And we're just going to inhale to lengthen, and then exhale, fold forward and down. Try to keep a long spine. Flexing the toes, you can melt the chest down, and you can bring the left hand inside the left leg and reach over with your right hand. And if you grab the knee, the shin, outside of your foot, whatever feels comfortable and is available to you today, and you can gaze underneath that right shoulder for a nice long side stretch. Stay nice and low, swing over to the other side. Right arm inside, right leg, Left arm reaches up and over. And grab the back of your head, whatever you need to feel a nice stretch through the left side body. Come back around, and then choice is yours. You can take a seat, you can lay down on your back for a moment, but there it was, a nice comprehensive full body weight flow workout with some added arm balances. So thank you for joining me here at A Moment to Move. Let me know how this class was for you. If you like this longer style class, it's not something that I'm used to doing, but I had fun today, so hopefully you've enjoyed it. And yeah, I'm sure to catch you on the next one. We've got plenty of videos available, workouts of all sorts of styles on the channel. And yeah, thanks for joining me at A Moment to Move, and I'll be sure to catch you on the next one.